Hi there, Zaefnyr here. So I was scrolling around the seed posting group on Facebook and I noticed someone had shared this advertisement for a blocky, amateur, clunky and boxy looking Souls game. Sound effects were bad and the music seemed very Creative Commons. Of course I went and actually bought the damn game, and I even finished the entirety of it in 116 minutes. Here's how that happened. I opened the game and there don't seem to be any actual options in the options menu, so I just start a new game. Is that us? Yeah, I think that's us. Some Ganahar-looking spirit raises us back to life and our journey starts. Who are we? What is our purpose? No one knows, but we have a sword and we have to use it. Veni ad me invenient me, potestate mea in ecclesia cathedrali, veniam ad hoc mundo. For a split second I thought this message was the actual tutorial text, but no, it's just a Dark Souls looking tutorial message, but instead of orange lines on the floor, it's just Latin gibberish. It roughly translates to, come to me, find me, my power is in the cathedral, I will come to this world. This will be important later in the final moment of the game's vague plot. We get told which buttons are used for attacking, how to block and dodge, and how to lock on. All you need from a Souls game, quite honestly. Blocking feels a lot like in Sekiro, removing the enemy's posture bit by bit. Die, non-evil spearman of the generic medieval realm. Oh, look, we can heal with E. Weird key binding, but it's alright. Oh no, it's two enemies now. I dispatched them quite easily, in fact, and pick up the Arc Capsule. The Dark Souls backstab tutorial bit, except we just learned how to use charged attacks here. Oh, that's a perilous attack from Sekiro. Weird how our protagonist here cannot block an Ichimonji, you'll see this later, but I'm wondering if you can rebind the buttons at this point, and nope. You cannot rebind the keys. Whoever thought that healing with E and interacting with Q was a good idea, and in fact a single person made this game, so Mr. Tanis, please think of all the other games and their bindings. The current state of the game messes with your brain's muscle memory. I had many moments trying to block with right click and ended up heavy attacking instead. I find some blue orb thing, thinking this is the game's bonfire. In fact, it's a device to open gates and to solve area puzzles. A knight in a large hallway, and now the peasants are attacking me. Too bad you can't Mikiri counter that or block that, Ichimonji. Right, onto the knight. Attacking him depletes his health and not his posture. We will call it posture as it was not explicitly explained otherwise. I get the prison guard keys, wherever they are useful, and press on. Oh look, this game's bonfire is just a turquoise crystal, and here you can raise your health and damage by using the red and turquoise orbs you find throughout the game. Encouraging exploration, I like that. Oddly reminds me of Sekiro's prayer beads and boss memories, if you can believe it. Shining item on the chair. Me like pick up item, but these items seem to be unimportant throughout the game. Why are the knights fighting the peasants? I noticed there's some sort of timing pattern on the attacks, similar to Risen and Gothic and all those Piranha Bytes games. And another knight. I'm starting to get a little frustrated by the perilous attacks in this game at this point, as the warning sound for them is just a laser. Sekiro's sound was very much a jump scare on its own, so you knew you had to react. Here, it's excused by the fact that the game is forgiving and you can die in many more hits. It's not this game's singular flaw, however, it would help a lot if the sound design was a bit more crisp. The first boss of the game, the Guardian Golem. It's so much fun to block this guy's attacks. It's not so much fun to guess where the red ones appear, or why John Turquoise Souls can't block half the Ichimonjis in this game. I run out of health, run around the arena for my magic to regenerate so I can heal and beat the Golem. Victory! And the memory obtained. My initial thoughts were that I could use that memory for attack power like in Sekiro, but you apparently don't use that memory for anything except for reading the description of it, much like 50% of the Dark Souls lore. Out in the yard, and you know what? This game is actually beautiful except for the boxy castle, and oh my god, it's a Rain of Fire spell. And now we're fighting ghouls from Risen 1. And we can't even block the ghouls Ichimonji, my god. Oh look, a statue, and you can read the lore on it. Lord Garamond. Who the hell is he? We will never know because I never read that. Another pointless item we can read the description of, a mage and yet another ghoul. The gameplay loop is getting repetitive at this point, and there is no reward for killing the monsters other than clearing the area of enemies for future visits. New bonfire, but I went back to explore the rest of the castle. Aha! Upgrade items, and more lore items with descriptions to read. Somewhere in the castle, we receive a power that uses magic and triggers special switches, and wow, would you look at the amount of magic that it consumes. I will only be using this magic for the triggers. Healing is overpowered. I find the next puzzle, but skip most of the enemies as they reward you with nothing and head straight for the boss. Void Heart Golem. I first try him as the game gives me his lore, immersing descriptive memory. We lag through the elevator and my god, this is beautiful. I'm not even 1,000 words into this script and we've already reached the endgame area. I take a very long stroll through the valleys of the Unreal Engine forest, find some more upgrade materials, completely avoid this enemy before the boss, and would you look at that, the Dark Beast. I fight it for 5 minutes before giving up. I come back later and kill it in the first try. Patience is a virtue, I would assume. This time we receive the memory, but also a first cathedral key. Snatching a few more items, banishing Lady Yvetta from this Unreal Engine realm, and victory! Second cathedral key. There might just be something with this cathedral, else why would we need more than one key for it? We receive another power, this time to consume magic for a ranged device. I will not be using this as healing is overpowered. This game has no fall damage. I like that. Falling sounds just like breaking blocks in Minecraft though. We raise this block, find the bridge, absolutely destroy Rainford of Vindexion's honor in the lands, and here we go, the third cathedral key. We go to the cathedral and on to fighting Zebulon. I die to him, so I go back to look for more upgrade stones. I upgrade my damage die to Zebulon a few more times, and after an intense 4-minute fight, Zebulon is down and his memory burns in our mind too. I really like his second phase and the particle effects for the wings. Even the added 4-hit combo is fun, as parrying is the reason I bought this game to begin with. He blows up in a sparkle of yellow, and past the portal, we kneel to the ghastly figure at the start of the game. Remember the Latin gibberish quote in the tutorial? Well, we found the power in the cathedral, I would assume, as his return to their world is inevitable. This whole experience was indeed fun. Would I recommend you play it? No. It took me 160 minutes to finish it, so I can technically refund the game too. It is a fun little game, but I would not pay $16.79 to have fun for less than 2 hours. Instead, scrounge up $30 and wait for Zaefnyr to go on sale. If you already played Sekiro, well, let me know when you find a similar game with polished content. This here, Humanity's Legend Hollow Ascending, my god, that's a mouthful, was made from scratch by a single person, Derek Tanis. There is a second game in the works, and I'm very curious how that will turn out, but I do hope it will turn out much more polished than this one. Was the game made with free assets? Maybe. Did the game use free audio? Perhaps. Will I be refunding my game? No, and I will be looking forward to the next title simply because the person who made this was willing to go through the learning process to create what he did, and I think that's worthy of respect at the very least. If you enjoyed what you saw here, make sure to like and subscribe as more content is on the way. Join the Discord if you will. Zaefnyr here, and I hope that you have a clear sea.